Welcome to NPC Nationals Week at Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2015. Let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. They say that for true champions, the grind never stops, and that certainly appears to be the case for Species Nutrition athlete Lorenzo Orozco. Coming off the best year of his pro career, Orozco is already back to work tearing through some grueling training sessions as he prepares for another spectacular run at this stage in 2016. Thanks to some major improvements he made last offseason, Orozco managed to capture his first pro win this year by taking the Masters class at the Puerto Rico Pro. Now that he's tasted victory, Orozco's fire is burning hotter than ever before. And something tells me that 2016 is going to be his best season yet. Outside of Flex Lewis, there wasn't a single athlete in the 212 division who had a better season this year than our friend Jose Raymond. After securing the biggest win of his career to start the season at the Arnold Classic, the Boston Mass went on to win the Prague Pro and put together 3 strong second-place finishes, including a second at the Olympia and an unprecedented second in the Open class at the Phoenix Europa Pro. One way or another, Raymond has managed to beat back Father Time and keep improving each and every year, despite being 40 years young. Now that he'll be riding a wave of tsunami-like momentum right into the offseason, perhaps this will be the year he adds that one final wrinkle to his game that pushes him over the top and into the history books. Ben White looks to be blazing full speed ahead down the comeback trail these days. After being sidelined for the entire 2015 season with a knee injury, the most entertaining man in bodybuilding is back, bigger and better than we've seen him before. The Showstopper released some new footage from a recent training session where we see the monstrous 300-pound-plus White absolutely destroying the weights. If we flash back to when we last saw him in 2014, White looked to be gathering some real momentum by putting together a few strong performances. And if he can just manage to recapture that magic, the comeback of 2016 could be something very special to remember. Is there any major superstar in the sport who quietly had a more spectacular season than Cedric McMillan? Despite missing this year's Olympia due to illness, Cedric still managed to nail down 5 top 3 finishes, including a win at the Golden State Pro. Recently, a very swole-looking McMillan was spotted in the gym hammering out a little bit of shoulder action as he enters into the early phases of his off-season. There may not be anyone in the sport today who has a better combination of new age size and golden era symmetry than Cedric McMillan. Yet for all he's accomplished, he still doesn't have that one signature career-defining win. And although he hasn't announced any official plans for next season, perhaps the idea of the title 2016 Arnold Classic champion will be enough to fuel McMillan's fire. Have we ever had an athlete who looked more impressive in a tank top than Ruli Winkler? Tipping the scales at 300 plus pounds in the offseason, Ruli has given us some of the most ridiculous photos from inside the gym we've seen in the past decade. For one reason or another, he just hasn't quite managed to put it all together 100% on the sport's biggest stages. The knock on Ruli has always been his consistency, but in 2015 he put together 6 straight top 8 performances, quieting some of his critics in the process. If he can keep things tight and not try to play the perennial size game this offseason, he should be one of the favorites heading into the early shows in 2016. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RxMuscle show, segment, or update. RxMuscle is #1.